Hello from Southern Ontario this May, excuse me, 14th, I think it is. Doesn't really matter specifically. So I want to run through the Canadian Constitution and our Charter of Rights and Freedoms and our Bill of Rights. Now, I'm going to keep it simple because, well, I'm simple. I have a grade 9 education. But this leads into how has the WEF, I mean, we know Trudeau's a Young Global Leaders graduate. Chrystia Freeland sits on the Board of Trustees at the WEF. Jagmeet Singh is a WEF member. They're all Young Global Leaders graduates, etc. And a lot of people won't accept it, don't know it. If you're watching my humble channel, I think you probably do accept that, yes, we are being led by the WEF here in Canada. I'll just leave it at that. So, the Bill of Rights from 1960 is still in effect, but was overridden by the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, also known as simply the Charter. Now, it is a Bill of Rights entrenched in the Constitution, framing the first part of the Constitution Act from 1982. Now we come to the Constitution of Canada. It's not one document, it's a complex mix of statutes and orders, British and Canadian court decisions, and generally accepted practices known as constitutional conventions. The Constitution of Canada includes the Constitution Act of 1867 and the Constitution Act of 1982, the previous mentioned Charter of Rights and Freedoms. The Constitution is the supreme law of Canada. Now, to my way of thinking, and again, I got a grade 9 education and no legal training, that unlike the American Constitution, which seems pretty well carved in stone from a Canadian's perspective, certainly compared to our Constitution, what we have is a big sloppy bowl of infinitely debatable, I better just say BS. Which brings me to my point. Nobody accuses Trudeau of sitting at the head of the class, but the people in Davos, I should say Geneva, the WEF and related, there's lots of plenty of smart people there, and I think they looked at this big sloppy bowl of constitutional mess we have and have been utilizing it. The Supply and Confidence Agreement, for example, 70% of the population wants an election. Wants rid of Trudeau, wants an election. Can't have one because of the Supply and Confidence Agreement. It's as simple as that. How many times has the opposition called for a vote of non-confidence? Plenty of times. Jagmeet Singh and the NDP and the Supply and Confidence Agreement backs up the party of Trudeau, and people still think we're operating as a democracy. I don't think so. Anyways, in the next video, we're going to move to, the IMF, and then on to the IMF and how they're related to everybody else. Let me know what you think.